Rufus, just where have you been?
I was forced to submerge for a while.
You picked a great time for that. While you were out snorkeling, we were kidnapped by Donna Goal in a surprise attack.
I can't leave you alone, not even for a moment.
She took Goal with her, as well as the remotes and the cartridges.
Nonsense. I've got them right here. Oh crap. There must be a hole in my coat. I keep losing stuff.
This time you lost more than usual. Cletus was here. He took both Goals with him. They're planning to travel to Portofisco in Argus's cruiser.
Argus is here too?
Well, his cruiser is moored alongside that blast tower over there.
Criminy! The blast tower! The rebel attack has already started.
But that's suicide.
You're right. They're completely lost without me.
Oh, Rufus, you really don't know when it's time to give up.
Of course I know that. And it starts with N, right?
We already have had a small lecture on Deponia's wildlife at some point in this commentary, but here we go again with a couple more animals. There are, of course, quite a lot of insects on Deponia. Background animations are crowded with them, and here we have a Deponian frog on the screen for the first time. What's up with that frog? Well, find out yourself. Maybe I'll give away some more of that story in the next screen. Apart from that, ain't got much on this. Maybe the fact that this whole subchapter wasn't part of the original concept. Oh, I keep saying that, don't I? What else? This screen was among the last ever created. And, this is too exciting anyway. You probably just want to game on instead of listening to my ranting. Especially if there's not much to rant about. And I go on and on and on. Pokey, what are you doing all that while you're on the edge of your seats? What happens next? Oh my god, can Rufus save the day? Will he and Goal get together at last? And I keep babbling without explaining anything relevant whatsoever. To add insult to injury, you have to listen to it. How horrible. I should have long stopped talking at this point. That would have been infinitely better. Why am I doing this? I'll poison developers' commentaries for you forever if I go on like that. Really atrocious. Well, you may continue playing now. Go on. Play. Have fun. Stop listening to me. Go on.
What's the situation, Doc?
Still hopeless.
Fantastic. At least then none of them can escape me. Can you tell what's going on over there?
I think the rebels have started to storm the tower.
Now I see it too. The tower is already shaking a lot. And I see a swarm of trained fireflies.
Rufus, why don't you sit down for a moment? You've been on your feet for a long time.
No worries, Doc. I feel Becky Mecky Sucky Shucky Decky. What are those strange cabins over there?
Looks like Organon technology. Probably decommissioned goods transporters from the blast tower.
Goods transporters from the blast tower.
I hope you aren't thinking about using them. That would be utter madness. One little mistake, and you'll wind up as a cloud of molecules. At best, your genes will end up mixed with the vermin that have nested in there.
Cool.
Listen to me just this once. Using them would be the absolutely stupidest thing you could do.
Exactly. Nobody would be expecting it.
Unless they know you.
Are you familiar with these matter transporters?
I hope you aren't thinking about using them.
Why?
That would be utter madness. One, at best, your genes will end.
So?
Who said a genetic wants two species?
Where's Bozo?
Down in the cockpit. He's trying to restart the generator, but the current collectors are empty. We'll probably be stuck here for a couple of hours yet.
That's too long.
You could help him by holding the lamp. It's too narrow down there for me.
I don't know.
Rufus, Rufus, heroically held the lamp.
No, that won't work. I'll find another way. I'm gonna try something.
I would say don't do anything rash. But since you're not listening to me even now, I'll just say, I hate you. I hate you from the bottom of my soul.
Thanks, Doc. Good luck to you, too. Get out, now! Why didn't I pack my animal trainer hat?
And yet you keep clicking these things. I tip my hat, well done. But as promised, I'll tell you something related to Deponia's wildlife. You probably figured out by now that this weird pod is a decommissioned organ matter transporter thingy. And now Rufus, against all of Doc's advice, uses it to get inside the organon tower. Of course, this results in the fly-esque gene splice, corresponding with a combination puzzle. Another puzzle that took some time to get it out of its concept phase. We just kept telling ourselves, yeah, it's gonna be funny, we come up with something good eventually, and in the end, things worked just fine, and we didn't even have to lift a finger. We only had a skeleton idea, wrote that down, watched what happened, if we do this or that, and surprisingly enough, we solved it just fine. There was a puzzle, awesome. Speaking of awesome, it's really great how Rufus just shrugs off all the risks connected to a decommissioned teleporter. He just doesn't think as far as that, with total disregard for doubt, fear, or his own health, saying, oh well, a gene splice, I just walk it off, can't be that hard to reverse. Enjoy trying.
Oh, genetic fusion is irreversible. You gotta be kidding me.
At last, I was on the verge of leaving without you. You know what they say about the organon.
That they resulted from an early attempt to cross human DNA with soya flour?
That we always stick to our schedules.
Ah, You have your mother's sense of humor.
We would have been here sooner if half the tower weren't cordoned off due to fighting. Do you often have armed riffraff hanging out in your facilities? This ridiculous peasant uprising should be of no concern to you. Still, it seems odd that the Deponians are revolting at this very moment. Do you know anything about it?
It's Rufus. He's trying to stop me.
Rufus, persistent little fellow. He's an idiot.
You underestimate him.
That's it, baby. You tell him.
He's only half as stupid as he looks.
Double that, and you might have a point.
He just doesn't know when the time has come for him to quit.
Speaking of time, are you ready now? Just a moment, I left my bag inside. Get on with it! We will cast off as soon as the engines are warm, with your bag or without!
I've got, and the screen reminds me of that for some reason, a personal assistant since this year's beginning who also has some important tasks like washing my feet, rearranging furniture, so mostly I decide to like them just the way they stood in the first place, but that doesn't mean this job is in any way obsolete or something. John, however, he has a lot of dramaturgically essential jobs, like in his job description, of course. Making some dramaturgical coffee, printing dramaturgical copies, holding the dramaturgical clipboard while following me dramaturgically around. And he keeps on pestering me since his first day with one question. Frankly, it's the only thing he said at all. And that question is direct to goal. It's, goal. If you had known that Cletus had good intentions in that scene, would all of your personality aspects combined, including Spunky and Baby Goal, have gone with him?
In that case, I would have definitely followed Cletus.
What? There you have it, John.
I won't follow anybody.
Ooh, now we're talking. Catfight. Wait. Of course, they're just two different personality aspects arguing. That's complicated and kind of difficult. Won't make for a good catfight. But maybe we see something like that on the screen any minute anyhow. So stay tuned. We are heading towards the showdown.
She's still totally into me, in secret. Cletus! Here. Huh? Cletus? What's he doing?
Bomb controls, la la la.
Could he be fiddling with the bomb controls?
I'm fiddling with the bomb controls, la la la.
No, that can't be what it looks like.
This is just what it looks like. I'm really messing with the boo, with the bee, with the bar, with the bow, with the bomb controls.
That a boo, that a bee, that a bar, that a bow. Rufus got the groove, yeah. But wait, that traitor! He's actually fiddling with the bomb controls. I've got to stop him.
Oh, yes, this one was exciting.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Yeah, the set was, of course, pretty hard to find. We needed something that at least remotely looked like an Organon blast tower. We couldn't do the shot at the original place since the Organons were out there for some field exercise or something. I tell you, the application papers alone were a cluster frack of weird files, and we'd have to read all of them, fill in applications and all that. Finally, we decided otherwise and thought, screw this, we'll do the shot somewhere else, and so we ended up here. What's this place supposed to be again?
That's the airport at Saarbrücken, which has been leveled and rebuilt shortly after our shoot. However, I read yesterday, coincidentally, that it hasn't in fact been leveled, but just it was thoroughly disassembled. Lengau is getting a new airport, and they'll probably just use Saarbrücken's old one. I don't think they can recapture its inherent beauty, though. I just can't imagine that.
If we knew that in advance, we could have avoided a lot of trouble. After all, halfway through, we had to, you can see that here, but in the rear wall, it's made of separate armor plates, loosely bolted to steel framing. And there was a gap between the beams, big enough to get the planet killer, that huge organon bomb through it, which wasn't at the original set, of course.
No, we had to get it all the way here from some backwater town.
Exactly. Transporting that thing was a feat of its own, but assembling the airport wall and bolt it back together again, 2 times above all else, as we had to get it in there and out again. If we only had known, we could have just left that wall constantly open. The truly ridiculous thing is, we had to get the bomb out of a building we needed to demolish again anyway. So, what's that?
Yeah, well, we talked about that. It's like a tenancy agreement. You've got to repaper the walls, even if you know the next tenant won't like the wallpaper with the blue bunnies. Anyway, I never got that, but that's how the red tape rolls.
Red tape madness. But tell me, why would anyone dislike wallpapers with blue bunnies? Those were halfway papers. Who in the world would tear something like that from the walls?
I know. I mean, anybody who moves in, but it's they're idiots. Never mind. Goal? Donna, anybody? Apparently nobody's home. No wonder. The implant is empty. Hey, there's Donna's remote and the 2 other cartridges. I'll insert one of them. Unfortunately, Goal's remote is missing. She must still have it on her.
Oh, hey!
Shh! Not so loud.
Hey!
We've got a problem. Or rather 2 and a half. We'll make that 3. It's been a while since I counted.
What's the matter?
You see Cletus back there?
He's rather blurry. Something isn't right with my eyes. Oops! Oh! Look, Rufus! I'm Donna!
I know.
Feed him to the sharks!
Very nice. Now, can we briefly consider the problem at hand?
Sure! Bring it on!
Cletus is about to return to Elysium with Lady Goal, and just now I caught him messing with the bomb controls. I think he wants to eliminate the population of Deponia. Then there would be no more reason not to blow the place up.
Oh! Big time meanie! This is hard to believe.
We have to tell Lady Goal about this. She might be a little hard to convince.
Actions are better than thoughts. I learned that from you.
Well, she obviously had a brilliant teacher. If her people skills are only half as good as mine, then... maybe I should follow her, just to make sure.
And therefore, Cletus is the good guy and Rufus is nothing but,
Hey, ladies!
Rufus, what are you doing here?
You missed me, I know. But now's not the time for our big reunification foofara.
Our what?
Has Baby Goal explained everything to you?
I was going to, but it looks like I got some of it wrong. Lady Go just explained to me why you cannot be trusted.
What? But you were supposed to persuade Lady Goal, not the other way around.
Oh, right.
That was your plan? I was almost going to say you need to think of something better, but you might take that as encouragement.
Well, I do.
Please don't fight.
Don't worry, baby. Lady Goal is about to see her mistake.
Yes, I do see my mistake. The mistake is you. And even Baby Girl isn't quite as naive as you seem to believe.
Right. But, hey, look. Did I just see a funny butterfly in there?
A butterfly? Whee!
You really stop at nothing, don't you?
Well, I'm doing it my way.
Your path just leads you from one disaster to the next. Perhaps that is the right path for Spunky Girl, but it is not mine.
Now listen to me, will you?
Why should I? You're not listening to me either. I'm going with Cletus. You should be glad I'm not setting the organon on you. You have exactly 3 seconds to get out of here. That is my parting gift to you.
But Goal!
1, 2...
Cletus is only taking advantage of you, and when you look down on my burning cadaver, you're really going to regret some of the things you just said. There. So there. And now?
Oh, I'm really getting tired of this stupid implant.
Are you okay?
More or less. Can I have a summary?
Okay. We're in Argus's bomb control tower. I think that Cletus intends to trigger the detonation.
Why, that's slimy! And where is Donegal?
Actually, you are now Donegal.
Ew!
Yeah, Lady Goal has got your body, and she's on the balcony outside. She still thinks that everything's fine with Cletus. Perhaps you can talk to her. Maybe she'll listen to herself.
I most certainly will. Luckily, I know how to talk to recalcitrant women. I learned that from you.
Well, she obviously had a brilliant teacher. If her people skills are only half as good as mine, then... maybe I should follow her, just to make sure.
Don't you even notice how little sense you're making?
But I damn well saw it!
Refrain from cursing, please. I hate it when you do that. You're hardly going to change my mind by using expletives on me.
So what about using my fists on you?
Ha! How typical. Whenever you run out of arguments, you will to violence, also known as dyslexia of the soul.
Let me show you how I spell knuckle sandwich.
Perhaps with an S, as in stepladder.
Ladies! There are peaceful ways of settling your differences, like a round of mud wrestling or something.
Ah! Rufus! I might have known you were behind this. You really stop at nothing, don't you?
Well, I'm doing it my way!
Your path just leads you from one disaster to the next. Perhaps that is the right path for Spunky Goal, but it is not mine.
It's okay, Rufus. No need for you to help me out. This is just between me and me. You go take care of Cletus. He's a bigger problem now.
Oh, right. Almost forgot about him.
So, where was I?
In a manure pit, judging by the smell.
What? I'll get you for that!
Whoa. I suppose they really should discuss that among themselves. How can you carry on such extended conversations with yourself? I find that a bit disturbing. But back to more pressing issues. I must stop Cletus before he... Huh? Cletus? But... Huh? Where did he go? Well then, let's undo the mess that Creepus caused here. That shouldn't be too complicated. After all, he managed to do it. What? Well, what is this now? A countdown? No. Stop! That was a close one. But if that was the countdown, then what was Cletus doing here? Something fishy's going on here. Hey! Cletus, what are you doing? Open up, you coward!
Why should I? So that you can go ahead and mess up my plans again, loser?
Well, it looks like I already did. At least you didn't manage to trigger the bomb. So, who's the loser now, huh?
You, of course, as always. You see, I never meant to trigger the bomb.
But I saw you fiddling with...
I was trying to sabotage the explosion, for crying out loud. Ulysses' plan was sheer lunacy. I blocked the suspension clamps. The Organon are not going to detonate the bomb with it like that. There would be little damage to the planet. It would only destroy the bomb tower. And by the time they find the fault, the Council of Elders will be aware of the existence of the Deponians. You should thank me. I saved your people. And you too, alas, for now.
Don't make me laugh. The Deponians mean nothing to you.
Or to you, but at least I'm not afraid of admitting that. All I care about is gold. For some reason, she is hell-bent on giving Deponia a fair chance of survival. And you know me, I would gladly sacrifice the world just to make a lady smile. The Elders will probably blow the place up anyway. I actually even hope so. But by then, it will no longer be my responsibility. And let's be honest, you wouldn't have done more than that for your people, would you? So why would you make me a worse match for gold? And given that, what could possibly prevent me from taking her to Elysium? Go ahead and stop me.
Open up, you coward.
Why should I?
Out of a misguided sense of superiority.
Ha! Don't make me laugh. We aren't that much alike. I really am superior, you see. No cunning Go ahead, give it another try. Maybe the next time it'll be open.
Rats, he saw right through my plan.
Hey, you moron. What are you doing?
I'm switching the countdown back on. It's a little shorter this time.
Are you out of your mind? Shut that off this instant.
Happy to oblige. Is this the switch? Oopsie! I can be such a klutz sometimes. I wish there was somebody in here who knows his way around this stuff. Too bad you already have to leave.
You rotten chunk of sewer slime. What have you done this time? Let me see. Perhaps I can bypass the controls. You had better pray that this works.
That trait!
What are you doing?
Wake up, Joel! Baby goal!
Now is not a good time.
Lady! I know you love... Spunky go! What? Lady! Lady Go still has her remote!
So what?
Grab the remote!
No! Hey! Got it! Now what?
Press it! Press the remote!
No, you... Flutterbacks? Go for the eyes!
Got it!
Mistake. Nice try, dirtball. One could almost admire your persistence. I suppose I should kill you now, but I'm beginning to feel sorry for you. Who knows how I would behave if I'd been born in a landfill, without any hope for a better life. Without any hope. I would love to do you a favor and put an end to your useless existence. You would never give up on your own. Just a little well-aimed kick. Too bad that isn't possible, because you've got something that belongs to me.
That's Donna in Gold's body! She must be totally confused. Well, even totalier.
For the last time, will you give me that accursed remote?
I know! You need the ascension codes, don't you?
What are you getting at, smart-ass? You know exactly what I want.
This isn't about Goal, is it?
Quit wasting my time, you freak! hand me that remote this instant, or we're all going to be blown to Kingdom Come! The bomb is ticking!
Oopsie daisy!
No! You crack-brained numbnut!
Goal! Oh, that was just wow! Well done!
Yes, looks like it. I just didn't want to believe it. But you were obviously right about him all along. Why did he do that?
Doesn't matter now. Help me up!
Yes, of course. But first, I need to apologize. I have wronged you. I thought you were lying to me. I should have trusted you from the very beginning, not him. Triggering the bomb sequence behind my back. Unbelievable. I could never be with such a liar. And still, that's what's happened. No, Cletus is the liar, right?
Well...
What is that supposed to mean? Is there something else you want to tell me?
Cletus didn't lie to you.
What are you saying?
He didn't start that sequence. I did.
You? Does that mean Cletus hasn't betrayed me after all? I knocked him down for no good reason.
In a way, yes. But I'm telling you the truth. So that shows I'm the good guy here, right?
No. It only shows that the best possible Rufus is still worse than Cletus.
Goal! Goal! Don't leave me hanging! I told you everything, didn't I? Goal!
Well, Rufus, once again you managed to turn the tide against yourself at the last moment. As I said before, you don't even want to win. At least not by cheating, right? You played pretty well so far, but eventually the cards must always be laid on the table. I've got 2 queens. And you?
Are we playing rummy now?
Shh! Looks like you screwed up once again, Rufus. Or do you have a trump left up your sleeve that I'm not aware of?
I've still got the other remote. You're still missing a queen for your full goal.
Oh, never mind that one. You can keep her. The game is over, and the jackpot is enough for me. 2 amazing, gorgeous women. One on the left, one on the right, and me in the middle. Her purest and noblest qualities finally reunited. More than enough gold for a modest man like me. All you have is a stupid cartridge with nothing but Gold's mental and childhood troubles. That one is rude, defiant, argumentative, forever spreading chaos.
Just like Rufus.
Exactly. Completely useless.
You do realize you're talking about me, right?
What? At least I'm honest. You like that about me, don't you?
Yes. Yes, you're right, of course.
But it's a piece of yourself, Goal. Without it, you'll never be complete.
So what? We don't give a hoot. I have the better goals and the ascension codes. We should finally crank up the countdown now. It's not like I can switch it off at this point. Thank you, Rufus. But at least the explosion will be limited to the tower itself. Say, thank you, Cletus. Because I'm a gentleman, I shall give you and your rebel buddies enough time to make a hasty retreat. That's what you do best, after all. Farewell, Rufus. You weren't really a worthy opponent, but that probably would have been asking too much.
No! You can't do that! Cletus! Goal belongs together! Wait! This is getting a bit exhausting! It's...
Great!
They've stopped shooting.
Oh, at last. Do you think we won?
Actually, I'm not sure.
Oof. Ouch.
Rufus! Listen up, everybody! It's Rufus!
Yeehaw.
Janosch? You guys are alive?
Of course we're alive. What did you think?
We need to get out of here as fast as possible. The tower is about to explode.
Then let us gather everyone together as fast as we can.
Don't forget me.
Goal!
Not her again.
Goal! You? But why aren't you with Cletus?
Well, the prospect of going home was really tempting, but I would have missed an important part of myself.
And Cletus?
I locked him out on the gangway. Spunky Girl would surely have found a more dramatic solution, but I found myself cool enough, and Cletus blew a fuse. However, in the light of the impending explosion, he must have decided that one goal was enough for him. Speaking of which, we mustn't waste any time.
But what about you? I mean, what about your third part? Aren't you going to miss Baby Goal as well?
You know, I happened to find this on my way down here.
She is definitely going to change her mind. Just trust me. Ambassador, it is time. The tower has been evacuated. We must leave at once.
All right. All right. By the way, Goal, I knew you'd come back.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I can leave again, you know.
But you won't.
August's plan went awry, and I know the story. You have to admit you enjoyed it a bit. And now you saw a reason, dump your egotism, and weigh it against the public benefit. Because close to the bonus, where you need cojones and platypuses and memberships to opposing underground organizations. So to unpack the bag, now it's anyway way too late to sack me. And secondly, where am I gonna stay?
Huzzah, is so far away.
Hello, Rufus.
Oh, no, not again.
Yeah, I'm happy to see you too. I want you to repair this junk press for Doc's mobile office.
Oh, right. Mobile office. Sure. Look, don't try to put one over on me, Tony. I know exactly what's going on. This isn't a junk press, and it's not even a tutorial. No, it's simply a recurring nightmare. And the fact that you're here is the ultimate proof.
Do you really think this is fun for me? I mean, who needs a tutorial for a point-and-click adventure?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's just get this over with, all right? I shouldn't even be here. I'm supposed to be with the Resistance in Portofisco battling the Organon. Instead, I'm explaining how to use a mouse to my dumbass ex-boyfriend.
Oh, excuse me. You think you need to explain something to me? All right. Which of us has already had to slog through all this garbage twice? Hey, I know this tutorial inside out. To start with, I have to talk to you.
Oh, great. Starting right off with the worst bit.
Yeah. And to do that, I use,
The mouse, perhaps?
I know that. Since when do I need you to help me?
Then what are you waiting for? Just point at me with the cursor and left click as soon as you see the speech bubble icon.
Hey, no prompting.
Welcome to Deponia. You just clicked on the audio commentary and just wait a moment. What's that? Some weird kind of deja vu? It's that strange tutorial screen again. I'm certainly not going to comment on this one again. No! Forget it!
Talk to Tony.
You don't have to say it out loud.
Hey, I'm not talking to you.
You are! You clicked on me!
Yeah, and I regret it already. At any rate, there's nothing else here you can teach me. You don't even know how to, how to talk to someone.
Like just now, perhaps? Or did you not Left click when the speech bubble appeared on the cursor?
Speech bubble? Are you sure it wasn't the extremely attractive Rufus's head icon?
No, the speech bubble. Fortunately, your stupid face only shows up now and then, and just in the inventory, to put on clothes or whatever else it is that you do.
Which happens much too rarely, I think. Far more common is the question, how to look at an object?
Everybody knows that.
Oh yeah? So how?
You point at it with your mouse pointer and right-click when you see the eye icon.
You mean left?
No, I mean right, where the eye icon is.
Oh, so that's the right that everybody's always talking about. You know, I always just called it left too. It's a lot easier to remember. But if you say so, then I'll try your oh-so-wonderful right on this thing that's lying on the ground by pointing at it with the cursor and right-clicking as soon as the eye icon appears. Ah, there.
Please, don't overextend yourself.
What is it?
That is an interference converter.
Oh yeah. First time round it was the cathode plunger. Then it was the reactor thing head. Can't you guys just be consistent?
Whatever. Call it what you want. You just need it to repair the press.
And how, pray tell, am I supposed to do that when I can't even pick it up?
You can pick it up. Just point it up with the mouse to make the hand icon appear. Then left click.
Nah, there must be an easier way. Oops, where did it go?
Didn't you say you know what you're doing? When you pick something up, it lands in your inventory. To open it, all you have to do is turn the mouse wheel.
Hey, there it is!
Exactly! Now this is your inventory.
Yeah, obviously.
And here you can see all the stuff you're carrying around with you. You remember how to do that, don't you?
Hey, look, Tony, I fixed the part!
I'll believe that when I see it in use.
Yeah, you will. My tinkering skills are unbelievable. It fits!
The next thing you have to do is...
Hey, you don't have to hold my hand all the way through this. I can manage the rest on my own.
If you say so. When you're ready, you have to...
No. Hang on a minute. It's just a button. I can manage this without you. Hey, Tony.
What is it now?
What would you say if, this time, I left the honor of pushing the button to you?
Fine. I had a bet with Doc that you couldn't do this.
What? But I did do it. The press works. Here, I'll show you.
Now I owe Doc 5 zlotys, but it was worth it.
My fellow Elysian, I know how much you have been looking forward to this day. Regrettably, however, I must inform you that Inspector Cletus and his companion have not yet returned. Therefore, we cannot yet exclude the remote possibility that down on Deponia, part of the population have somehow managed to survive among the junk to this day. Prime Controller Ulysses has confirmed that the Organon is ready to fulfill its mission. As soon as the inspection team give the all-clear on their return from the ruins of Portofisco, nothing will stand in the way of the spectacular start of our journey to Utopia. It is only a matter of hours until we can finally give the Organon the signal to go ahead and blow up our home planet. The good news is, due to this delay, the water slide will stay open for now.
So this is the third strike. You're dumping me just like a trash bag. Why? Just because of some muss. Tat on the carpet, you pathetic doghead. I assume that your humor did just bite the dust. But this isn't over yet. Yeah, you can bet on that. The last part of my tale will surely appease and change your mind anyhow. So turn on your deaf aid now. The story goes on, for good things come in threes.
Huzzah, good things come in threes.
Jump. Jump. That creeps smoke. Hey, wait a minute. Smoke! Fire!
What?
Fire!
Good morning, ladies.
Doc, the fire extinguisher. I'll wake Bozo and get the mine detector.
Take it easy. I'm just making breakfast here.
Fried sludge with honey. Oh, not again.
The allergy medication is in the cupboard with the bear trap.
Nonsense. The sludge is just the base. I am fishing at this very moment. I'm using the diving crane to catch something big.
Oh, goody. That's a new one.
No problem. Let me think.
We should be in the Sea of Shards by now.
Do we have enough bandages left?
Doc?
Yes?
This isn't the Sea of Shards.
What?
Oh, right. I forgot to tell you. I hatched a great plan while you were asleep.
What have you done?
I found an abandoned on-ramp for the Organon's monorail track. And so I thought to myself, Bozo's cutter used to be a rail vehicle, right?
Rufus!
What?
You steered us onto an Organon cruiser route.
Yeah, and it'll take us directly to the Upper Ascension Station in Portofisco.
Where the Organon's headquarters are.
And where the last high boat to Elysium is anchored. That was the plan, wasn't it? I will use my amazing resemblance to Cletus to sneak on board, together with Gold.
But...
So come on, let's eat something first. That's the diving crane. I've got a bite.
I thought we weren't on the water anymore.
So what?
What do you mean, so what? So what took the bait?
Uh-oh.